We're gonna do something a little bit different today, all right? I've been doing loads of content for a long time now. I've even had some press lately. Not sure if you've seen me in the news, but my team thought it'd be funny, to get me off this high horse. Yeah, you're the king, but today you suffer, all right? So they've compiled all the less favorable comments. I've not seen them, AKA hate. And I'm gonna read them out to you, and we're gonna have a good laugh and, I'm gonna take some flack. So here we go. So, number one, hope he pays his share of tax to HMRC. Taxman will be knocking on his door big time then. All right, I see you. So you don't think I'm paying taxes? Don't worry about that. I'm paying way too much tax. In fact, I'm paying way too much VAT. Rent to Rent 2.0 is all about paying your taxes, right? Rent to Rent is a load of Believe me, I was a landlord for a lot of years. Okay, interesting. I'm not really sure what I can say to that. Cheers, mate. In other words, he does anything rather than an honest day's work. Mate, this is hard, bro. I don't know. This is hard work, what I'm doing here. All right, don't get me wrong. Once you've set it up, you can systemize it. But before, when I was in the music industry, I used to wake up when I want, do what I want. Used to hardly do much, really. Now I'm up early, I'm working late, and I'm fully trying to push this business. So rent to rent is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. I wish it was. So basically, he's discovered subletting. Yeah, basically. The maddest thing about subletting, I don't know why so many of you feel like subletting is illegal. It's not illegal, all right? It's only illegal if done without the owner's consent, and it's only illegal if you use the wrong agreements. And the main reason is because ASTs, the traditional tenancy agreement, obviously forbid subletting, but subletting is not easy. Yes, I've discovered subletting. As for letting anyone sublet your rentals, you are just asking for trouble. Am I? I'm 5 years in, I've had absolutely no trouble. It's no wonder there's a housing crisis in this country. I love this one. So, little old Simon Smith, the king of rent to rent, is personally responsible for the housing crisis. Yeah, that makes sense. Not. I don't get it. Literally, guys, if you think of rent to rent and you strip back all the layers, what we're actually doing is we're taking empty properties, we're taking tired properties, we're improving them, and we're putting them back on the market to house more people. So, I've got nothing to do with the housing crisis. I promise you that. It sounds like a lot of trouble and extremely risky. Yeah, I get it. A lot of you think that this stuff is risky, and in the wrong hands, let's face it, it can be, but we use the right agreements. We make sure that we've got all the legalities and everything is correct. We make sure that we do the market research on the properties so we know they're going to work. We set up the systems. You've got to get educated, otherwise this will be risky. But I think a lot of the time when some people see like a video or some people see an article in the press, they're just ill-informed. I hate to say it, but you don't know what you don't know. How am I taking it so far? I'm all right?
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah.
Am I able to handle hate? You weren't sure if I'd cut away from the video then, or no, I'm still in the video. This kind of wide boy stuff only leads to disaster. Team of Creason, this is not right, man. Wide boy, what is that? Wide boy stuff. I don't even know what that means. Wide boy stuff only, what? Am I a wide boy? I'm not a wide boy. I'm a business man. What a low life.
Oh, no.
Cheers.
Sorry. Thought cracked me up.
Yeah, I've been stitched up here. I thought subletting voids any property contents insurance. To be fair, this is actually quite constructive, and this is true in many cases. So in rent to rent, what you need to make sure that you do is you get top up specialist rent to rent insurance, and you need to make sure the landlord checks their insurance policies as well. That's all part of the agreement and the legalities of this stuff. So that's pretty valid. So cheers for that one. It's not really hate, that's a real thing. If you found that useful, Comment in the chat. I don't really get it. How is this a thing? Yeah, mad. It's mad because I remember when I started Rent to Rent and I was sat there in a property course and the speaker was speaking about this and I was trying to get my head around it and I was like, how is this a thing? Yeah, like I didn't get it. But trust me, this is a thing. It absolutely works. I do this, hundreds of my mentees do this, and we're getting amazing results. Okay, this one's getting a bit deep. He's a cockroach that's making money from people who can't afford a home. I hate cockroaches. Guys, is there anything constructive about Rent to Rent being detrimental to people being able to afford a home? Okay, let's just break that down. So first things first, Rent to HMO is all about making housing affordable. So if you want to live in a hotspot in a city, Manchester, you probably can't afford to rent an entire apartment or house yourself. You know, if you're single, you won't be able to afford it. You won't, plus the bills, the council tax and everything else. So what we do is we might take that same house and make 5 rooms so 5 people can live there instead of 1, and it's way more affordable. So that's just not valid. Okay, we make housing affordable. You know, this always makes me laugh. Like some of you guys have probably got kids or you're gonna have kids that one day want to go to university. Do you not want them to live in a nice place? Do you not want them to be able to have all their bills inclusive so it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg? You know, or what about when your kids graduate and then they move to London and they obviously can't afford it? Like, do you not want them to have a nice room and a nice environment to live in? So we are making housing affordable for Rent to HMO, 100%. Nobody can afford to buy right now, especially young people, because it's really hard. In terms of the rent to serviced accommodation, serviced accommodation is way more affordable than hotels. If I've got a 3-bedroom house, right, and I can give you that for £150 for a night, and it ends up sleeping 6 people, versus you going to a hotel and spending, I don't know, £150 a night per room, I'm saving you money. So this is not true. Stop it. Oh, always thought subletting was illegal and only done on the sly. Why promote this? Okay, well, okay, so you always thought subletting was illegal. It's not. And only done on the sly. It's also not. Why promote this? So I can help people better their life because it's changed my life and I want to help you. Really, really simple. No validity to that. As most rental leases forbid subletting, most of his activities are probably illegal and his landlords can take their properties back and sue him. Wow, okay, let's break that down. As most rental leases forbid subletting, okay, so we don't use regular leases, we use specialist agreements, so that's invalid. Their activities are probably illegal. 0 activity is illegal. Like you even say it in some of these comments. Why would I promote this if it was illegal? I'd be locked up by now, right? Yep, it is happening big time and mostly without the landlord's knowledge. I can't stress this enough. We do not advocate rogue rent-to-renters, anything illegal right here. Okay, everything we do is above board. All our landlords know exactly what we're doing. All our letting agents know exactly what we're doing, and that's what I recommend. And last but not least, I'm almost done. Whew, breathe. I've just Googled him, and he's selling loads of courses, and he's big on social media. Thanks, the first compliment. Yeah, I'm big on social media, come on. Just what I thought. A lot of these people make most of their money off courses whilst claiming they earn money off property. Not true. I built a 7-figure rent-to-rent revenue business, all right? I've done over 60 rent-to-rent deals for myself. I have staff. I still run this very actively, and if you do your due diligence, or if you want to come hang out in my area, I'll be more than happy to show you. Programs, courses, mentorships, guides, books, yeah, I give them to you at a fraction of the time and the money it's cost me to learn this stuff so I can help you on your journey. And that's what this is all about. And one of the reasons I did that, by the way, is because when I started, I felt like there was nobody relatable, there was nobody real, there was nobody genuine. And I knew for a fact that they were just selling courses and not doing it because I've seen it with my own eyes. And I'm not that guy. So if you want help, it's over 400, nearly 500 videos on this channel, the podcast, the book, go and get it, you know? And if you've watched this video and you feel like, actually, do you know what? I thought some of those things about Simon, but now maybe he is the king, then hit the link below, get involved. I can't wait to help you. All right, cool. I'm going home now. You guys have pissed me off.